Hello everybody. In this video we are going to learn about a speech on Gandhi Jayanti. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and my fellow citizen. It is with deep reverence and profound respect that we gather here today to celebrate the birthday anniversary of one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, lovingly called Bapu by millions of Indians, and Mahatma for his greatness of soul. On this occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, we not only honor the man but also the timeless idea he embodied: truth, non-violence, justice, and equality. Born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, Mahatma Gandhi's life was a journey of deep personal transformation, public service, and the relentless pursuit of freedom and dignity, not just for India but for all of humanity. Today, as we celebrate his 155th birthday anniversary, it is vital to revisit the value he lived for, the reflect on how relevant they remain to our world today. The power of non-violence. Ahimsa. The cornerstone of Gandhi's philosophy was ahimsa, the principle of non-violence. In a world ravaged by colonial oppression, violence, and hatred, Gandhi illuminated a path that stood in a stark contrast to the conventional wisdom of the time. For him, non-violence was not merely the absence of physical force but a powerful, active force for good. He believed that lasting change could only come from love, compassion, and understanding, not through anger, destruction, or revenge. Gandhi used non-violence as a weapon in the struggle for India's independence. His Salt March in 1930 and Quiet India movement of 1942 were landmark events that taught the world the strength of peaceful resistance. Though act of civil disobedience, he inspired millions to believe in the power of collective action without resorting to violence. He once said, "Non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man." Even today, in an era marked by violence, conflict, terrorism, and divisive politics, the principle of non-violence remains as potent as ever. It reminds us that peace is not an elusive dream but a real possibility if we choose to walk in the path of compassion and understanding. Satyagraha, the force of truth. Another central pillar of Gandhi's life was the concept of satyagraha, a term he coined to describe the force of truth. To Gandhi, truth was good, and he believed that truth must be pursued with utmost sincerity and conviction. Satyagraha was not just a political strategy for him, but a way of life. It was about speaking and acting in a way that aligned with one's deepest moral value, regardless of the challenge or consequences. In Gandhi's fight against colonialism, satyagraha became a powerful method for resisting oppression. He demonstrated that moral courage is often more effective than physical might. In his personal and public life, he practiced what he preached: Whether it was advocating for the right of untouchables, whom he called Harijanas, or fasting for communal harmony, Gandhi stood unwavering in his commitment to truth. Today, as we face a global crisis of misinformation, polarization, and the breakdown of truth in institutions, Gandhi's insistence on truth has never been more relevant. His life teaches the importance of authenticity, integrity, and ethical leadership in an age of digital deception and propaganda. We must remember his belief that the power of truth can unite and heal a frustrated world. Swaraj, Swaraj, self rule, and empowerment. Gandhi's vision for India's independence was not limited to political freedom. He envisages Swaraj and self rule as a holistic concept that encompassed individual empowerment, moral integrity, and community well being. He believed that true freedom could only be realized when individuals took responsibility for their own lives and worked for the betterment of society. Gandhi advocated for economic self reliance, particularly through the revival of cottage industry like spinning khadi. To him, empowering rural India was key to achieve real independence, not just for British rule but for the exploitative structures of poverty and inequality. His vision of Swaraj was one that included everyone, especially the poorest and most marginalized. As we look at today's India, with its growing economic inequality and social divisions, Gandhi's idea of self-reliance and community-driven development continue to offer us a blueprint for sustainable and inclusive growth. His emphasis on Sarvodaya, the welfare of all, remains us that development must be judged not by the prosperity of a few but by the well-being of the many. Unity in diversity. One of the Gandhi's most cherished dreams was to see a united India where people of different faith, culture, and community lived in harmony. He fought tirelessly against the force of communal and hatred. He believed that India's strength lay in its diversity and that is diversity must be nurtured, not exploited for political gains. At a time when the world often seemed divided long line of religion, ethnicity, and ideology, Gandhi's message of unity in diversity holds profound significance. He argued us to see beyond the superficial differences that separate us and to recognize our shared humanity. His life was a testament to the fact that the bonds of love and understanding are far stronger than the force of division. Gandhi's global legacy. Mahatma Gandhi influence extended far beyond India's borders. His idea inspired civil rights movement across the global. Leaders like Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Dalai Lama drew heavily from his philosophy of nonviolence and justice. Gandhi showed the world that true power lay not in domination but in compassion, empathy, and moral courage. In today's connected world, where the challenges of climate change, inequality, social justice, and global in scale Gandhi's ideas offer us not just hope but practice solution. His call for simplicity, sustainability, and mindful consumptions is more relevant today than ever before. Gandhi once said, "The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed." His serve as a timely reminder that our action today will shape the world for future generation. Conclusion: as we celebrate Gandhi's Jayanti, let us remember that Gandhi's life was not just a story of one man's fight for freedom, but a blueprint for how we can build a more just, compassionate and peaceful world. His idea transcend time and geography, offering solution to the most pressing challenges of our age. Today, let us commit ourselves to walking in his footsteps. Let us strive for truth in our words, non-violence is our action, and justice is justice in our hearts. Let us work towards an India and indeed a world where every individual is empowered, every community is united, and every action is driven by love and compassion. In other words of Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi himself, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Thank you. Jai Hind. Thank you. Jai Hind. And for more updates, please like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you for being here.